So here at the Uihlein Maple Research Forest, to make any of our maple products, we need to start with maple sap collected from our 7,000 trees throughout our forest. And traditionally, maple sap has been collected in old buckets hanging from a tree. Where here at the Uihlein Forest, in most maple operations, we use a sap collection tubing system that connects all of those 7,000 trees together and gets all of that sap down here to our sap collection house. So now we'll follow the journey of maple sap going from our tree, following down through a tubing system to our sap collection tank. And along that journey, I'll point out various aspects that allows us to increase production and save us time in the maple sap collection process. So starting here at the tree, we'll see that there's a spout in the tree with a small section of tubing connected to that. So our first efficiency is to make sure that we have good tap hole sanitation. So as we trace down this small section of tubing from the tree, we'll see that it feeds into another smaller line, and you'll notice that that tubing is following the slope within the hill, which allows us to use gravity to our advantage so that sap will naturally flow downhill. So gravity works great for us, but we've actually found that if we put vacuum onto our tubing system, it pulls the sap out of the lines even faster so that we can process it into maple products quicker. And on top of that, a great side effect of vacuum is that it actually creates negative pressure at the tap hole. So when we have negative pressure at the tap hole and pressure within the tree, there's a greater gradient and more sap will be able to flow from those trees, and that'll increase our production. And all of this tubing under vacuum is within this large forest. There are possibilities to create vacuum leaks within that tubing system. There are squirrels and other animals that may come in, take a bite out of our tubing system. That creates a vacuum leak, because for every unit that we increase vacuum, we're increasing production 5%. And to do that, we could spend hours and hours walking 100 miles of tubing, but instead we use a vacuum monitoring system that are these sensors that attach to the end of each of our main lines that read the vacuum level at that point and then transmit that vacuum level back down to our sugar house to a tablet where we can look and see what the vacuum level is at certain points. So all of our sap is entering into what we call the sap house here through our back wall. And it's first going to come into what we call the separator. And each main line has their own separator that the sap is feeding into. Each of these sap collection tanks hold 3,000 gallons of sap, but when we concentrate that down into maple syrup, it's only going to make about 60 gallons of syrup. And this is the end of the sap collection journey.